Settle into a place that's finally yours. The home loan you want? It's here. Get in touch with your local Maine credit union. It's your moment. Own it.
Toyota's family stretches to every corner of this country. So you can trust us to be here for you. As we remain committed to supporting our community. Because the Toyota family is stronger together. This is our pledge. We are here for you now and in all the better days ahead. Toyota.
Nothing is more important than family, especially in uncertain times. In response to the recent world events, we're taking steps to protect our family with Hyundai Assurance. When you buy or lease a new Hyundai between now and April 30th, we'll cover your payments for up to 6 months in the event you lose your job this year due to COVID-19. Plus, 0% APR financing to well-qualified buyers on select vehicles with deferred payments 3 months. Hyundai Assurance, because making things better for your family is our first priority.
I'm Hannah Deneen, News Center, Maine.
To the third hour of today, Craig and Al are with us. They're in their homes, guys. Here we are. It's Monday. How was the weekend?
Here we are.
Weekend was good,
restful,
just kind of hanging out.
Yeah, got to go to church virtually. How about you?
Yeah, we had a good weekend. We celebrated Joel's birthday, by the way. He turned, I can't remember what the number is, but we had a cake, and my mom FaceTimed in, and thank you all for the well wishes. I know, Craig, you and Al wished Joel a happy birthday, and he appreciated that. He needed it.
Thank you.
I think we all do.
Thank you. Good to see you. Happy birthday, Joel. Hoda, let's get folks caught up here on the very latest, of course, overnight. Lots of developments with regards to the coronavirus crisis in this country. President Trump activating the National Guard in 3 states now. Gabe Gutierrez joining us from a hospital in Brooklyn with the very latest on where things stand right now. Hey, Gabe.
Hey, Craig. Good morning. New York City is now an epicenter for this growing pandemic, and the state now has about 5% of the confirmed cases worldwide. This pre-screening tent behind me has been seeing long lines since last week, and now the numbers are soaring. This morning, doctors and nurses coast to coast tell us the situation is critical.
In some areas like surgical masks, we're virtually down to 0.
Despite government promises, they're desperate for protective gear and say time is running out.
We're about 10 days away from our public health system not being able to support coronavirus patients sufficiently for lack of equipment and supplies.
In New York, Governor Andrew Cuomo is asking hospitals to expand their capacity by 50%. The state is turning 4 sites, including the massive Javits Convention Center in Manhattan, into temporary medical facilities to deal with the expected surge of new patients. Governor Cuomo is also calling on the federal government to use the Defense Production Act to order companies to make more ventilators and masks. Right now, he says there's rampant price gouging.
There are masks that we were paying 85 cents for. We're now paying $7. Why? Because I'm competing against every other state and in some cases against other countries around the world.
On the front lines, healthcare workers say they're in dire need.
We just did another national survey of our nurses as of March 20th. 55% still say they don't have access to N95 respirators on their unit.
There's a fear of contagion. They're doing their best to protect themselves, but this virus is crazy contagious.
Dr. Michael Sack from Alabama is among those who have already tested positive for COVID-19.
There's a fear of being overwhelmed. Everyone's trying to do the right thing, but if we don't get control of this quickly, like in the next 2 to 3, 4 weeks, our hospital systems will be overwhelmed and our healthcare workers will be burning the candle at both ends.
President Trump says his preference is to not use the Defense Production Act because private companies are stepping up instead.
The concept of nationalizing our business is not a good concept.
GM, Ford, and Tesla are offering to help make ventilators. Apple CEO Tim Cook says the company is donating millions of masks, while Haynes says it's retrofitting some of its facilities to make them. 3M Corporation also says it's ramping up the production of masks. Here in New York, Governor Cuomo says that we could need more than 30,000 ICU